Frantic, courageous attempts to save lives in a house fire at 6.
Hello, Possum! Sit down, man. Sit down. Well, hello, America. Hello. I'm Dame Edna, and I'm thrilled to be here with my gorgeous old friend. Yes, it's Philip Donahue. I've known him for years. Where is he? Where is that darling little person? He was out there with me a moment ago. And then I think he went to powder his nose. I think he did. Where can he be? Well, in the meantime, you're admiring my beautiful frock. It's lovely, isn't it? It's beautiful. It's a tribute to America, this dress. See there? It is. And you know, women copy me slavishly. They do, and there'll be people huddled over their sewing machines all over America copying this. There'll be pathetic replicas of this all over America soon. I feel like a nice cup of tea, I do. Unfortunately, I fired my butler, Mel Gibson, only the other day. So you make me some tea, will you please, Madge? Will you? That's the girl. Oh, look, here's my new butler.
Thank you. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Let me just, how do you do? How do you do?
Yes, it's Phil Donahue.
Madge! Well, how we have waited for this moment. Dame Edna, kindly be seated. Well, we are so thrilled you interview kings and queens and all kinds of people.
Well, you and I have known each other for so long, but mind you, I was here with your audience and you weren't here, and they adore me, don't you?
They gave you a very, very nice reception.
I was mad.
And we are also pleased to welcome Madge.
Oh, yes, that's she's my bridesmaid.
Yes. And I'm also very, very pleased to have served as your butler.
You can be Phil Donahue now.
Well, but may I say also that part of the thrill of serving as your butler is that I follow a long line of very, very accomplished people, not the least of whom would be, for example, Burgess Meredith, who served as your butler.
He did?
Yes, let me show them. Look at the people who have served as Dame Edna's butler.
Caesar Ramirez!
Thank you, darling. Oh, yes. Let me. Well, I fit in there. I felt very comfortable there.
You almost got the job, Phil.
Dame Edna Everage, may I say, first of all, you were born in Australia with naturally lilac hair.
Yes. You know, this is my natural coloring, and if Oprah Winfrey asked me that question, I'd tell her the same thing. I would. It's my own coloring.
We're very pleased to know that. It probably has to do with the spot in the world where you were born, a lovely, colorful place. And then your trip to London, you're a close personal friend of Her Majesty.
I am.
I'm so... Are you helping her at all during these difficult times?
Philip, Philip, I'm doing the best I can. You know, my home in London, it's like a royal refuge. It is. They keep coming and sleeping on the floor, you know, when they...
Trying to get away from Fleet Street.
Trying to get away from Fleet Street and their various spouses, I'm afraid.
Yes. You lost your husband, we're sorry. So you are a widow, and I assume if there were to be a man in your life, that would be fine with you, Dame Edna.
Well, I'm not in any hurry, Philip, to tie the knot. Is this a kind of proposal?
Well, it's part of the information that our audience would certainly want to know.
Well...
They should also know that she has had plastic surgery.
Well, yes, I have. Well, that's a thing for a lady to say, I think, Philip.
Yeah, well...
I will tell you that I have had just a few little nips and tucks. But funnily enough, I've had this plastic surgery to make me look a little older. Because I have naturally beautiful, youthful skin, and people can't believe it, Philip. They don't. So I've actually had crow's feet put onto me, and they once belonged to Joan Rivers. These
really?
They did.
And the chin.
Which chin in particular? Well, I've...
Used to belong to whom?
Well, it didn't ever belong to anyone, Philip. But I have had a few little things done to my skin, but not a lot. Not a lot. Whereas my bridesmaid, Madge Allsop, she's had nothing done whatsoever.
No. But she is a loyal and faithful assistant, and she's at your call, at your leisure,
Well,
I'm
she
sure.
helps me, yes. When I was married, she caught my bouquet. She did. On the back of the neck, unfortunately.
Yes.
I wiped out an entire nerve center, Philip.
Well, now that you're an international personality, having done so well here with your special on NBC here in the States, and you've taken good care of yourself, I see, and you're also on the cutting edge of fashion. What a lovely, lovely...
It's beautiful,
yes.
isn't it? You know, it's my oldest frock, as a matter of fact, Phil. It is. And isn't it a coincidence? There's a woman here in the audience wearing her oldest frock as well.
Now...
Isn't that spooky?
Dame Edna, you've met a number of world leaders, not just entertainers, but world leaders. Do you have a favorite? Is there a favorite among that list?
Well, I'm getting to like your new president. I am. They've rung me up for a few little hints. I have.
Hillary and Bill have both called, I'm sure.
I helped with the makeover of Hillary. I did.
Oh, did you?
And with Mrs. Bush as well, I helped her. I eased her out of polyester, as a matter of fact. And I'm trying now to encourage the president to close his mouth just every now and then. I am. Do you notice he leaves, he sort of tends to hang open. A little bit, just a little bit too often.
Your, was Norm the man in your life?
My husband really was about the only man in my life.
What kind of person was he?
He was a non-entity in many ways.
Really?
But he was very famous. It's very strange. He became famous because his prostate condition made medical history. It did, Philip.
No.
As I hope yours will one day. In the distant future, Philip, I hasten to say. No, my husband really was at the forefront of prostate research. I allowed him to be used for research in that particular area. And please, viewers or members of the studio audience, don't ask me where the prostate is, because I haven't got the faintest idea. Nor do we women need to know, do we?
No, it's not necessary. No. It's not necessary.
But he was a lovely, lovely person. And I miss him very, very much. I've had offers from Donald Trump, too.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
Klaus von Bülow, have you heard of him?
Oh, yes. Well, there's not then a boring day in your life as you make your way around the world. Born in Australia.
Well...
hot now, and for so many years now in England. Now the American television gatekeepers have discovered you. And here you are, with enough jewelry to drown
Just a
in
little. I'm not wearing too much, and because we're in New York, I'm not wearing anything that's real or valuable. Muggers, please note. No, I'm just wearing, this is just imitation, so it's not worth knocking me down for this, darlings.
Is that your fragrance you're wearing? Is this a...
Yes.
Oh.
Isn't this wonderful? You know, I've been on lots of talk shows, but never with, dare I say this, a real man?
Well.
I mean, a man, yes. Yes.
Let me tell you.
I think so.
Let me tell you.
I think so.
Let me tell you, Dame Edna, you won't catch me dressing up in women's clothing.
No, I sincerely hope not.
No,
I'd be
no.
very disappointed if you did.
I know you would, and
Donahue.
I certainly wouldn't. There's something about what is it? It's
Something, I don't
it's
know.
icky.
It's a little bit sick-making, isn't it? And it makes you feel that people come from a dysfunctional home, I think, who do that type of thing. I'm sorry, though I will say this, Phil, that you could put a little rinse through your hair. You could.
You think so?
Just a little mauve.
It would take some years. It would take some years off me.
Well, you'd look a bit like, Forsyth. You know that
I
lovely
think so.
person in
Yes, yes.
is it in Dallas or one of those shows?
Well, thank you. I'm very
John
flattered
Forsyth?
that you... Yes, John Forsyth.
Dynasty. Which I think you and your gorgeous wife are like that couple in Dynasty a little bit.
Well, we are flattered. I shall share that kind comment
Marla.
with her.
Isn't she lovely, little Marla?
Now, Madge, do you like me? Do you like Oprah, Sally, Geraldo? Who is your favorite?
This woman is very well trained.
Yes. Now, of the celebrities, Dame Edna, that you've met, and my word, I can't think of any that you haven't. Do you have a favorite?
Well, I do have favorites. I shouldn't, but we women do. Larry Hagman is one of my favorite people.
Oh, isn't it?
He could leave his shoes under my bed any time he liked. He's adorable. I loved him as J.R. And he's a close personal friend of mine as well. As a matter of fact, Philip, little Larry. I love, Lauren Bacall is very close to me.
Lovely woman.
Lovely woman.
Talented and lovely.
And practically everyone. I've never had a cross word with anyone, and everyone seems to like me, which is nice. It's because I'm, I suppose, an ordinary housewife, fundamentally. People know that I'm in touch with reality. I'm not just some empty-headed glamour puss.
Yes.
I'm not.
Yes, I wish it were possible for you to bring some humor to Her Majesty. She does look troubled. She never did jump out of a cake, if you know what I mean, but you know, she does look rather somber.
The Queen, well, she has such a lot of worry. And I agree, she hasn't got a great sense of humor. She hasn't, but I mean, she's been married, really, to a Greek sailor for many, many years.
Is that what Philip is?
And when you come to think of it, that's what Prince Philip is. He began life as a Greek sailor. And, you know, that brings its own heartache.
Yes, it does. Never marry a sailor. Are you there, caller? I'm pleased that you called.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, and you wanted to say to Dame Edna.
I wanted to say to Dame Edna that my friend Jama and I think that you are absolutely the most fabulous person on the face of this earth, and we want to know where you got your glasses.
Oh, how lovely. Thank you. Is this just an ordinary member of the public, Philip?
Yes, this is an ordinary member of the public.
And how discerning, too.
Yeah.
Well, my glasses, I call them my face furniture. My glasses I have specially made, and I have a pair of glasses for every frock I own. Ladies, aren't I lucky? Aren't I spoilt? And yet not spoiled in a spooky way. And you know, I'm thinking of marketing these glasses as a special range of Dame Edna products, like I market the perfume, which you noticed, my darling.
I did.
Do you know what that perfume is called? It's my own
What is
perfume.
it called?
It's called menopause. And it is, and you know, it's given giving people a new attitude towards it, so that a woman, a lovely woman, a middle-aged woman, can walk into a room or a cocktail party, and the men will look around, dressed beautifully like you, and they'll go, menopause, they'll say. They will.
Yes. I'm glad you called. Are you there, caller?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi, my name's Tony, and my stage name is Sinead Blubber, and I am into comedy big time, and I wanted to say, Dame Edna, you are magnificent. You are my mentor, and I love the way you get on and just take charge of comedy and take charge of everything. And I also wanted to say hi to Madge. You're great, Madge. You're too much, and you're beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful?
yes. Both
What?
Madge
I mean, she's
and
too
Dame
much.
Edna, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Your point about taking over is evident in this clip. You're the talk show hostess, and your guest is Chevy Chase.
Little Chevy.
Oh, little Chevy. Here's just a peek at that interview. Mr. Chase.
You see, what's good about a good talk show host is that they allow the other person to get in a word edgewise.
That's one theory, anyway, Chevy. It's just that I have a different theory. I think of a talk show as, well, as a monologue interrupted by total strangers.
Which sounds like some of the reviews I get in the mail directed to me. We have to break here for an advert.
Wait, do you
Yes.
want to pop out to the bar?
No, I want to just... do you like my chat show?
I adore it.
I
And
tell
notice
you.
I'm not taking over. I'm giving to you all the time.
I
Give,
thank you.
give.
I thank you. I thank you. All three of us, Dame Edna, and also Madge, would like to say that you are in for one of the most exciting, thrilling, erotic, shocking hours in the history of daytime television. Am I lying to these people, Madge? And we'll be back with Madge and Dame Edna and some surprise guests in just a moment.
Mrs. Butterworth, you're the slowest person I ever met.
Well, my original syrup is so deliciously thick and rich, it takes more time to pour than maple syrup, see?
Sure does, Mrs. Butterworth, but you're really worth it.
America, if you want Chicken Tonight simmer sauces from Ragu, please tell us.
I feel like chicken tonight, like chicken tonight.
8 great flavors like chicken cacciatore. All you do is brown, simmer, and serve. So what do you say?
I feel like chicken tonight.
I think kids today need to learn responsibility. Mine have dish night, and they do a great job. So there's no food like little tomato seeds left stuck on the plates. They always pre-rinse, and they never overload.
No matter who does the dishes, Cascade does the dirty work. Dishes washed without sheeting action are left looking dirty, but Cascade with sheeting action gets them so clean they're virtually spotless.
Perfect. Every night should be dish night.
It's kind of fitting that I represent Citizens Insurance. They've been a Michigan-based company since 1915. So we pretty much grew up together. And I've grown to admire these folks. They've accomplished a lot. They pioneered auto insurance 77 years ago and then added home, boat, and business coverages. Today, Citizens is a leader, financially sound company, a great company. I know. I pretty much watched them grow up.
Only one original.
The Country Peddler Show.
This weekend at the Kalamazoo County Fairgrounds.
See a juried showcase of American tradition and talent.
Meet over 80 professional folk artisans and country merchants who travel from as far as Missouri, Virginia, and Vermont.
The Country Peddler Show at the Kalamazoo County Fairgrounds. Take exit 80 off I-94, go north to Lake Street, and follow the sign.
This Friday, 4 to 9, Saturday, 9 to 5, Sunday, 11 to 4.
Adults, $4, children 12 and under, $1.50.
Country Peddler Show.
This weekend, come meet the artists and purchase the heirlooms of the future.
To be part of the audience, please send a postcard to Donahue Tickets, care of NBC, 30 Rockefeller Plaza, New York, New York, 10112. Remember, postcards only, please.
Yes. Yes.
When you go out on the street,
When you go out on the street, Dame Edna.
do you dress like this, or are you incognito?
Oh, no. Well, sometimes... What is your name?
Rosanna.
Oh, how lovely. Sometimes...
Rosanna.
Sometimes I'm incognito. I wear... It's amazing how little you need to wear to change your personality. And I have a headscarf that the Queen of England gave me. She doesn't give away very much either. It's got lipstick on it and little stains and tears, but I wear it and not a soul picks me. It's lovely.
Yes. Yes, ma'am. You wanted to say.
I would like to know, how do you feel about gays in the military, and why doesn't Madge?
Madge, yes. Madge is preparing for her next assignment.
How come Madge never talks?
Madge, well, she does. As a matter of fact, she talks all the time. But in public, she suddenly freezes up. She does.
Yeah.
And I'm glad she does, or she would ruin this show and dominate it. She would. And as far as gays in the military, I'm afraid I don't know. I've not been in the military, so I've never met any. But all I can say is that my son, who designed this beautiful frock, can't wait to get into the army. He can't. Yes.
Hi, Dame Edna. Now that you're a big star in America, will you do infomercials like Cher?
Yes, I'm thinking, thank you. Will I do infomercials? Well, I'm hoping to do infomercials on some of my own beauty treatments. The Edna Care range, it's called. Particularly Edna Derm, which is a beautiful, beautiful skin preparation, which is also lovely in sandwiches. So I'm going to be doing that kind of thing.
Dame Edna, hello, you're so gorgeous.
Oh.
Can I go shopping with you, please?
Shopping?
I love your style.
I love shopping, too.
Are you a shopaholic?
I'm a little bit of a shopaholic. I have to go to Shoppers Anonymous, as a matter of fact. But what sort of things do you buy when you go shopping?
Anything and everything.
Anything and everything. Well, next time, how about a pretty frock?
I can't wait.
Please.
I need your style.
I didn't mean that to be rude. It's just you've obviously come straight from work. That's all.
Hi, I have a question for Madge. First of all, is that your own hair color? And also, does she have a line of cosmetics coming out? If so, what?
Madge?
Madge.
Yes.
Well, I have to speak for her, I'm afraid. It is her own hair color, I'm sorry to say. And...
Yes.
And she has a line of cosmetics coming out, but scientists are still wrestling with it, I'm afraid. Yes?
Dame Edna, I'd like to know who designed your dress. I love it.
Well, it was designed by my son, Kenny, as I mentioned, but there was probably a little bit of a sound barrier that had to pass through to reach you. And it is lovely. He does all my dresses, and I'm opening boutiques for him all over America.
Here you are, Dame Edna, on television with one of our most celebrated leading lights in the whole talk show arena, which is getting larger and larger with each passing day. Here she is, the one and only. Watch this with Dame Edna.
I have no boobs. See, when I stand up, it's okay. When I lie down on the beach, mine just disappear under my arm. I just don't know what's happened to them.
You mustn't worry about them, darling.
Yeah, but I'm scared they're going to shrink. I wash them in drifts.
You thought of washing them by hand, Jane.
Is the caller there?
Joan.
I certainly am.
Are you Joan Rivers?
I certainly am.
Well, we're so glad to welcome you.
That you're in New York and you haven't called me to go shopping.
Joan,
breaks my heart.
I've only been here for a second, darling, and as you know, I call you every time I come to New York, and I adore you.
Now,
and yes?
What did you get for Valentine's Day?
Joan, no one could trace me. I received nothing for Valentine's Day.
That's so sad. Nothing from your husband or your son?
No, well, no, obviously my husband can't send me anything from beyond the grave, Joan. And I could be tasteless about you, but I'm not going to be, darling. And my son, Kenny, well, he ran up this new dress for me, which was a lovely Valentine's present. How are you, Possum?
I'm wonderful.
You know, it was lovely hearing you talking about your breasts on that clip a moment ago. You know, not very many women could discuss that and do it tastefully as you can.
Well, you know, Ed, I haven't seen them in so long, my breasts, they've dropped.
My dearest Joan, you're a role model for me. I watch your show everywhere in the world because I've got a very long aerial, as you probably know. And you just are such a special person, Joan. You remember when we were talking about my bridesmaid, Madge, and I said to you, Joan, are any of your bridesmaids still alive? Do you remember that?
I remember.
You took it very well, Miss Rivers.
Well,
you did.
We found one.
You found one?
We found one. A little dotty, but nonetheless alive. Meanwhile, my darling, I just want to know, have you had any dates? Have you been going out?
Not very much lately, I'm afraid. No, I've been so busy. I've seen a little bit of Rupert Murdoch.
Oh!
I have. I knew him in Australia. He comes from Australia, and he used to deliver our papers every morning, Joan. He did. And even then, a little barefoot newsboy, he used to, with a pencil, he used to correct and change the headlines in the papers. And I thought that little boy is going places, and he certainly has.
Well, it's just so good talking to you.
And you, my darling, who I adore. Ladies and gentlemen, Joan Rivers!
Joni, thank you.
My pleasure. Bye-bye.
Loved you then, love you now, love you always. Joan Rivers, whose program I am pleased to call your attention to, as millions of other Americans have already discovered this talented young woman who's out there doing what I do every day, hoping that they'll still throw pennies. We'll be back with Dame Edna and the highly regarded, breathless, and sexy Madge in just a moment.
Will it ever stop? Meteorologist John Wendell stops by to tell us when and after how much. How much will President Clinton's economic package cost this and other area small business people? Hello, West Michigan. I'm Barry Shanley. Those stories tonight on News 3 at 6, plus a Kevorkian-assisted suicide with a Kalamazoo connection. So join Judy Marquis and me tonight at 6 for News 3.
Recently, an object was sighted.
It was big. Bigger than big.
Huge, huge, large, astronomically big.
Big would be an understatement.
Very big. Huge.
Oh, God. Big. Huge.
When it arrives, you better not be alone. It's Bigfoot.
Pizza Hut.
From Pizza Hut. 21 slices on a tasty new crust. One topping pizza, just $9.99. Or pick it up and save $2. It's bigger than pizza. Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. It's a lot for a little.
From Walt Disney Pictures, Aladdin has everyone in America singing.
Mr. Aladdin, sir, have a wish or 2 or 3. Right. I'm in the mood. How you do? You ain't never had a friend. Never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend. Never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend.
Aladdin, rated G. Get in the mood at a theater near you.
I must have been distracted at the store, because when I got home, I realized the cereal I bought was multi-grain Cheerios. I'm thinking, multi-grain? What's that? Seems it's 4 different kinds of O's. Each one is a different grain, a different taste. It's delicious. It's healthy, but not boring. I like it.
The multi-good taste of multi-grain Cheerios. Discover it for yourself.
The next morning I get up, the box is empty. The kids discovered it.
Thank you. Are you there, caller? I'm glad you waited, caller. Go ahead.
Hello?
You wanted... Dame Edna's on the line.
No, of course she is. This is Burt Reynolds.
Who?
Thanks for remembering me. Burt Reynolds. You know, I used to be
Reynolds on the line.
Burt Reynolds! Oh. Burt, how could I ever forget you, darling?
Well, a lot of people have.
You're another one of your personal friends.
Well, we had a bit of a raunchy night together, didn't we, Burt?
We did. And you know, I got over it.
You did. It's taken a long time, Burt. Are you doing your beautiful Twilight Zone show still?
Evening Shade, darling.
Sorry.
Evening Shade.
I'm sorry. Phil, thank you for correcting.
I help all I can.
Evening Shade.
Evening Shades. This is my way of plugging your show, Burt.
Well, it's a wonderful way to plug it, to call it Twilight Zone. You know, I wanted to ask you about Madge.
Yes, Burt.
Is she still dead?
Parts of her are dead, yes, Bert.
Yes.
But otherwise, she's very much alive and kicking. And you know, Bert, I adore her in a funny old way. I
know
do.
you do.
We should say that, as millions of Americans know, Burt Reynolds stars in Evening Shade Monday nights at 8 on CBS. Also, you won't be upset with me, Brother Burt, if I remind my audience that Cop and a Half, a great, big, full-screen movie starring you, opens April 2nd. Hey, guy, you're getting work? I'll tell you. You're hot.
Yeah,
You got legs, Burt.
Audience.
Yes, I feel like Phoenix rising from the ashes. I'm like Phoenix rising from the ashes. It's amazing. I used to be very big in movies, you know, Dame.
You've had more titles that made money than most folks who are mortal, and you have our congratulations. We will look forward to Cop and a Half.
Which part do you play, Bert?
I'm sorry. I'm playing the half.
You won't be smoking cigars in that film, will you?
No, darling. I can't smoke cigars because I get letters.
Oh, they get letters?
Oh, sure. Yeah. That's not politically correct.
No.
To be, because it leaves a legacy in the drapes. Ask Madge. She knows about
legacy.
it.
There's plenty of legacies in her drapes, I can tell you.
Bert, I thank you for calling. You're a pal to drop in and share this one-of-a-kind moment with Dame Edna.
Thank you, Bert. Lots of love.
And they're talking to me about playing in Gone with the Wind, too, and I would like to talk to her about playing Scarlet.
Bert, what a twosome we would be! Bert Reynolds and me, darling!
Thank you. Thank you, Bert.
God bless, sir.
Our best to Lonnie. Say hello to everybody.
I'd like to know, how long did it take you to dress up and put on your makeup and be so unique in the morning?
Well, my darling, I just stepped really out of bed into this frock. I did. I don't go to a lot of trouble. I'm very lucky. I'm naturally rather an attractive woman.
Dame, I'd like to admire you. You're very beautiful, and it seems like you're very busy shopping. And I got to ask this from a gentleman's point of view. I'd love to take you out on a town in New York. You go out and we'll have dinner and we'll go dancing. You open to that?
Well, I have a vacancy in about 4.5 years' time. By which time you would have got a nice shirt and necktie, won't you, darling?
Consistent with the Donahue Show policy of bringing you the most exciting, the most dynamic, those people that you want to know more. They all find their way to our stage. People with wisdom, people with humor, people who are sexy, people who have energy. This is the Donahue Show. You've come to expect it, you asked for it, and we brought it to you. And we'll be back with Madge and Dame Edna in just a moment.
Ever since Mom got new Regina electric room, my life's been miserable. Regina's too powerful, and it can follow me anywhere. Thanks a lot, Regina.
Regina, powerful enough to clean up after Pigpen. Contact wrote a book on cold medicine. Then added this chapter, Contact Day and Night. Day caplets for non-drowsy cold relief. Night caplets to relieve your symptoms to let you rest. Contact Day and Night. The right medicine at the right time.
There is no excuse for illiteracy. Learning to read should be simple. Phonics makes reading simple by teaching little sounds and syllables. I learned to read with phonics.
Learn to read with Hooked on Phonics, the musical reading program. Then, read to learn with SRA reading comprehension used by over 60 million people.
Hooked on Phonics worked for me.
Call 1-800-ABCDEFG.
At the convenience stores of Speedway, United, and Checker, you'll always save on quality gasolines for less, plus a whole lot more. And now,
Party! Party!
It's party time. Just make qualifying gasoline and Pepsi purchases and get your Premium and Plus frequent fill-up card punched, and you'll get a free Pepsi Plenty to Party shirt. So stock up now, because you never know just who might be stopping by to party. Now at Speedway, United, and Checker, KRB cassette tapes are just $3.99.
The convenience stores of Speedway.
Friday Sports Extra, covering more local West Michigan sports, covering a greater variety of sports, covering more sports, period. Friday Sports Extra is an expanded sportscast with John Koch and Craig Can, Friday nights on News 3 at 11. Check out West Michigan's best high school basketball coverage and all the other sports of the day. Don't miss Friday Sports Extra, Friday nights only on News 3 at 11.
You're looking at the state-of-the-art in cookware. Concentric Air by Wherever. Naturally, it's non-stick inside, but with Concentric Air, it's what's outside that counts. We call this a coined base. These little grooves are designed to move hot air equally across the pan's bottom and eliminate hot spots, so food cooks quickly and evenly. We call this controlled cooking, because whatever you cook comes out perfect. On both sides. Concentric Air by Wherever. We'll make you a better cook.
Dame Edna's here with Madge. They love you. They love you. Yeah. Yes, sir. Briefly, running out of time.
How you doing? I think you have a great body, and I was wondering if you're going to have a workout video coming out soon.
A very good question. Yes, I am planning a workout video. And there are exercises that you can do in bed as well. Under the sheets.
Are you in love with Prince Charles?
Am I in love with Prince Charles?
Yes.
I'm very, very fond of Prince Charles. And he sometimes, as a matter of fact, sleeps at my home. But only after he's had a little tiff, I'm afraid. And these days, well, we used to speak a lot on our cordless phones, but we got listened to,
not
I'm
anymore.
afraid.
You don't want to do that.
Your husband sounded like a wonderful human being, so I'm just wondering, did he dress at all like you?
My husband? Yes. Well, he used to wear very colorful pajamas. And, you know, that's all we ever saw him in.
Yeah, I was wondering if you pose in a line of swimwear at all, or...
No, I've never done a swimwear commercial, I'm afraid.
Yes, I'd like to know how long you've been in show business for.
Oh, I've been in show business for a quarter of a century. I won a competition called the Lovely Mother Contest. And I've never looked back since.
Yes. You should know that Dame Edna stars on a Fox television special coming up on February 28th. This following your 3 successful NBC specials. Dame Edna is... I tell you what, my good woman, you have jumped out of a cake and compelled all of America to pay attention to you and how fascinated they are. Not the least of your many observations over the years has been your commentary about not only your late, great husband, may he rest, but also the fascinating personality who accompanies you wherever you go. I speak of Madge Alsop. Dame Edna's traveling companion, who works practically like a slave for her. She's from New Zealand, incidentally.
She is?
Yes, and she's widowed. Her husband died when?
Her husband died on her honeymoon, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Phil, in New Zealand, they have a lot of hot mud springs.
Yes.
And the first day of their honeymoon, they were going across a little wooden bridge, looking at a boiling mud spring.
Yes.
And he fell backwards into the mud, I'm afraid.
well.
It was a tragedy, witnessed by many people, some of them strong swimmers, but not in boiling mud, I'm afraid.
Yes.
So I've looked after this woman ever since.
Are you there, caller? I'm glad you waited.
Yes.
Yes, you wanted to say.
Hello?
I have one thing to say.
What is that?
This is really my Aunt Phoebe in disguise. Everyone has one in their family, and this is mine.
You have an aunt not unlike Dame Edna.
Oh, no, this is her. This is the real her.
Oh.
Do you remember Niece?
Laura?
You remember Niecey Laura?
Oh, hello? Well, I don't, but I'm pretending to.
I have one question for you.
What is it?
Does anyone ever look at Madge and say, "Don't look, Ethel"?
Don't look at that.
Don't look, Ethel.
Oh, don't look. I'm not sure.
Don't look, Ethel.
Don't look, Ethel.
Don't look, Ethel. Do they ever say that to Madge?
Is that a reference to...
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
No, is it a reference to the Lucy Show?
Oh, it might be. I bet it is.
Because she's the sort of Vivian Vance to my Lucille Ball.
Yes, indeed.
Right now, Dame Edna, we only have one wonderful talk show in New York, and that's the Phil Donahue Show.
Agree.
Are you coming to New York to do a talk show, a daily talk show?
I wouldn't dream of competing with the incomparable Philip Donahue.
Here is, I don't want to have to compete with you, Dame Edna. You're much too strong, everybody is talking about you on Fifth Avenue and First Avenue, too. And here is just a brief glimpse at something you've done on television. You have such a marvelous way of welcoming your guests into your television home. Watch this.
Oh. Yes, tonight on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, we're looking at the home of the most famous femme fatale here in filmland. None other than the distinguished diva from down under herself, Dame Edna Everage, the woman who once said her interior decorator and her gynecologist were one and the same person.
What insensitive oaf he is.
Is it just another deceptive
Time for my technology.
Or is it a home? A real home?
Ladies and gentlemen, Robin Leach, right here. Come and get him,
Oh, Robin. Oh.
2 years I spent tracking you all over the world. I turn up at your house at the agreed-to time, and you treated me like I was from the poor and unknown.
Robin, I got the dates wrong, I'm afraid.
Such a weak excuse.
But you burst in on people's homes, darling. We all adore you in a funny kind of a way. But you did, you know, and I got such a shock. I'm a newcomer to the airwaves in America.
But you're so rich. You're so famous all over the world. And this frock, stolen from Sharon Stone's wardrobe on Basic Instinct.
Oh. At least I had my knees together.
Seriously, I begged you for 2 years. I showed up. The door was slammed in my face. We really want to do your home.
Well, I'd like you to do my home, but I have so many homes.
How many homes do you have?
Well, I've lost count between you and me.
So rich.
I've got a house in Malibu.
Malibu?
And in somewhere called Bel Air.
Bel Air?
Yes.
It's 2.
It sounds like a deodorizer, doesn't it?
Just a little bit.
It does. And then in London and in Switzerland and in Australia.
5 houses.
Well, you can come to any one of them.
At any time, or?
Well, no, preferably not in the middle of the night. You never know, I could be entertaining, couldn't I, ladies?
Yes, and a little bit of beauty sleep.
A little bit of beauty sleep.
So, is it all right if I have my people call your people and your people will then call my people?
Well, it's possible. I think under the circumstances, considering I used my security system on you and broke every bone in your body.
Yes, but it was enjoyable to suffer at your hands.
And it's very lovely to suffer at your hands when we watch your shows too, my
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We will.
Robin!
Robin!
1 second. Robin Leach.
Very good impression.
Robin Leach.
Very good.
Has a 2-hour special. I can't do it as well. On Madonna. Madonna Exposed. 2-hour special airing
March the 9th.
March the 9th. We shall
Live
watch
from
for
New
it.
York.
Robin. Still rich, still famous. Robin Leach.
Robin Leach.
Thank you.
Be good.
Thank you.
I adore you.
And we'll be back. We'll be back with Madge in just a moment.
More court action today in the case against Magic Johnson. A Lansing woman charging the basketball great exposed her to the AIDS virus. Today, a judge in Kalamazoo decides to drop some of the charges against him. Also tonight, the West Michigan man charged with shooting a teenager to death on Halloween, why prosecutors are asking for more serious charges to be filed. Hello, West Michigan. I'm Barry Shanley. Join Judy Marquis and me at 6 for News 3.
You put this love in my heart. I find it hard to believe someone like you kissed me. You put this love in my heart. I tried but could not refuse. You gave me no time to choose. You put this love in my heart.
Sunday morning at 7 on West Michigan's Channel 3.
They came from as far away as California and North Carolina. 25 of the great names in furniture came to Art Van for the greatest home furnishings event ever. Art Van's history-making factory direct sale. Think of it. All these manufacturers have agreed to come to one retailer at one time, Art Van, and sell to the public at true factory direct savings. The history-making factory direct sale. This Friday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. at all Art Van stores. Be there and save.
This is a waterbed from Land and Sky. It's called a soft side. Maybe you didn't know they look just like a regular bed. Maybe you didn't know you could use your own bedroom furniture or bedding. Maybe you didn't know just how comfortable and helpful they are. Land and Sky soft side. Maybe it's time to come in and see for yourself at Northwoods Bedroom Company. Special savings on Land and Sky soft sides at Northwoods Bedroom Company on South Westnedge in Kalamazoo and on Beckley Road in Battle Creek.
For a transcript of Donahue, send $3 to Journal Graphics, 1535 Grant Street, Denver, Colorado, 80203. Or call 303-831-9000. To order a video cassette for only $24.95, just call 1-800-FOR-VIDEO.
Hi, Dame Edna's on the line, starring for Fox, upcoming, with what may be a series. Why not? Your close personal friend, Rupert Murdoch, would no doubt be pleased to have you on his network every week. Your special is on February 28th. I'm glad you called. Hi, are you there?
Yes, I wanted to ask Dame Edna. I just wanted to say I love you. And I think you're very talented. And if you... I've seen you talk to a lot of celebrities, but not Madonna. If you could ask Madonna one question, what would it be?
Why?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, she's at the center of our universe, you know, right now. Not unlike you, Dame Edna. Sir.
Dame, well, I wanted to know if, you know, the great Phil Donahue was an influence to your style of interviewing. It's very compelling. You do a tremendous job.
Well, in a way he was. I saw his show years ago when he had, before he went that lovely color that he's gone now. And what I adored about Phil Donahue was that he really did connect with his audience and with people. You didn't feel that he was above his audience, and I think that's one of the lovely characteristics of Phil Donahue, don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
And I think that comes through.
Okay. I'm a great fan of yours, and I was wondering if you had children.
Yes, I do, and I have to tell you that I was talking to my gynecologist on the phone a little earlier, And I'm still capable of having grandchildren. Isn't that wonderful? It's wonderful.
Although, I have to admit, I'm sorry. I'm not very familiar with your work, but we're really enjoying you here, and it's nice to meet you and get to know you.
That's sweet of you.
You're funny.
It's
very
not
funny.
work. It's just sharing my experience, hope, and strength with my public.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'd like to say I enjoy your show, and I think your hair is lovely. I'd like to know who does it. Who does your hair
Who does
for
it?
you?
Well, Dame Nature does it. It was like this when I was born.
I wanted to know how you broke into showbiz.
How'd you break into showbiz, Dame Edna?
I won this competition, and then I used to go, and I once understudied someone. You know what that means? I went on instead of an actress, and from there on, I've gone from strength to strength. I went to England, I became famous there, and now I'm in this beautiful country, and I adore it, I'm telling you.
Yeah. And we'll break now for an advert. Dame Edna and Madge will be back for more excitement in just a moment.
You start with an egg, take out the yolk and the cholesterol, add extra egg whites, and you have the reason why no yolks noodles cook up lighter and fluffier than regular egg noodles. No yolks. We don't have what you don't want.
My daughter said she's too busy to use Old English oil, so
she got me Old English spray. It conditions in practically no time to help prevent drying and cracking.
You're never too busy to give your wood the royal treatment with Old English.
This is a waterbed from Land and Sky. It's called a soft side. Maybe you didn't know they look just like a regular bed. Maybe you didn't know you could use your own bedroom furniture or bedding. Maybe you didn't know just how comfortable and helpful they are. Land and Sky Soft Side. Maybe it's time to come in and see for yourself at Northwoods Bedroom Company. Special savings on Land and Sky Soft Sides at Northwoods Bedroom Company on South Westnedge in Kalamazoo and on Beckley Road in Battle Creek.
If you've been thinking about a new Chevy Cavalier, it's time to drop everything and get to your Chevy dealer. This Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Monday, Chevy's dropped the price of a Cavalier to just $85.95 for a Cavalier equipped with a 2.2-liter engine, anti-lock brakes, and automatic power door locks. You won't find a better value on the road today. But you've got to drop everything now, because the Drop Everything sale ends Monday. See your West Michigan Chevy dealer now.
Hey man, say hello to sunshine, blue water and fun. Will you cruise to paradise with South Florida Cruises on WWMT? Win a 7-day or 3-day carnival cruise for 2, no worries. You'll be cool running with your hot tub, the nightclub, and the comfy room. From WWMT and South Florida Cruises, the only way to go. Mail the postcard to this address or huddle your bones to these sponsors.
Clayton Estates and BJ Benjam's.
To be part of the audience, please send a postcard to Donahue Tickets, care of NBC, 30 Rockefeller Plaza, New York, 10112. Remember, postcards only, please.
Dame Edna, you are hot. You've caught fire. All America's talking about you, and
Is
one
the
of the
switchboard
reasons...
jammed?
Oh, we can't smoke. Not since gays in the military have we had this many phone calls. Here's another piece of your television program, your chat show, and look who drops in. Watch.
I'm going to have to resort to my technology. Where were we, sir? Before we were interrupted.
Well, what did you do to Larry Hagman?
I don't know. He's so unpunctual. Oh, no, I dropped him, didn't I?
Yes.
I terminated him. Oh, I feel awful about that now. Wonder where he is. What's that splashing noise? Oh, look! It's Larry Hagman!
Hey, is the caller there?
Yeah?
Who's calling, please?
It's old JR here.
Here's Larry Hagman. He's out there, darling. Look at him right in the camera out there.
Hello, Larry.
Hello, Dame Edna. I love your frock today.
Oh, so do I. Love your wonderful outfits. And I love the afternoon I spent with you and your gorgeous wife in your lovely new home.
Thank you. It was a pleasure having you up in heaven.
It's called heaven, isn't it?
Yeah?
Why do you call your new home heaven, Larry?
Well, because it's the closest I suppose I'm ever going to get to it, so.
You know, although you play a wicked person, you are such a nice, warm person.
I know.
And I think your public feel it, don't you, audience?
Yes. Wrap it up. And there is no truth to the rumor that you and Larry Hagman were...
No, there are no truths in that, are there, Larry?
No, absolutely not. And you know who to believe.
I'm too fond of his lovely wife, as a matter of fact. I am.
Larry, you're a great guy to call in for us.
Thank you. I'm on my way to London. I'm in a limousine, going to catch a plane right now.
Good luck, Larry, and you are the most famous star in the world,
You're
isn't
absolutely right.
Nobody can do like we do. Nobody can do like we do. Nobody can do like we do.
Batter dipped, crisp, and hot. Nobody serves up the taste that Long John's has got.
You're gonna get your wings. Go.
Go for one of our 3 great value meals, each just $1.99, and add a piece.
Red Dot Madness now at New York Carpet World. What is it? What's it mean? First, we put every carpet on sale 40 to 60% off. Yes, every carpet to 60% off. Then we went wild, putting red dots everywhere. There's hundreds. Every red dot means a huge extra discount, an extra 25% off the sale price. Imagine, save to 60% off any carpet you choose. Then save again an extra 25% off every Red Dot carpet. Don't miss Red Dot Madness and Saturday at New York Carpet World.
Come into the Fine Home Furnishing Store for smart people who value value with the great winter sale choice of dramatic floor coverings unmatched anywhere. There are area rugs by the hundreds from around the world in endless designs and colors in Klingman's Area Rug Marketplace, your direct importers. Save to 60% now in the famous carpet department at Klingman's of Grand Rapids and Eastbrook Mall during the great winter sale. Choose your floor coverings from the home of America's best value in fine home furnishings.
From Walt Disney Pictures, critics are calling Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey the first must-see movie of '93. It's spectacular, irresistible, an incredible adventure, and a modern classic in the tradition of Old Yeller. Don't miss the best live-action family film in years. It's an A+, a 10, and Siskel and Ebert give 2 thumbs up for Disney's Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey, rated G. Now playing at a theater near you.
Recently, an object was sighted.
It was big. Bigger than big.
Huge, large, astronomically big.
Big would be an understatement.
Very big. Huge.
Oh, God. Big. Huge.
When it arrives, you better not be alone. It's Bigfoot.
Pizza Hut.
From Pizza Hut. 21 slices on a tasty new crust. 1 topping pizza, just $9.99. Or pick it up and save $2. It's bigger than pizza. Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. It's a lot for a little.
Why does this man abuse the woman he supposedly loves? Men tell why they beat their wives. Next, Donahue.
I'd like, Philip, if I may, to read an ode. I've written a poem to Philip. A microphone is in his hand, a twinkle in his eye. The women know he understands. The men say, what a
Services
guy.
provided and promotional fees paid by the following.
Jonelle presents salon-style sculptured nails. Easy to apply, just stick it, buff it, gel it, set it. You'll love it. Gel nails from Jonelle. Jonelle's French manicure, quick and easy. White it and pink it for smoother, whiter tips and healthier looking nails. Treat yourself to a French manicure from Jonelle.
Guest accommodations provided by the luxurious Drake Hotel, a Swiss hotel on Park Avenue. Call 1-800-DRAKE-NEW York and ask about our weekend and honeymoon packages, starting at $125.
A dramatic rescue in Battle Creek tonight. Find out what led to the fire and heroic efforts to save lives.
Retired pathologist Jack Kevorkian has assisted in 2 more suicides, this time with a West Michigan connection.
And should a Grand Haven man be charged with murder? Arguments for